In this video, I'm going to show you how you can use paths to create text that doesn't just go in a straight line. It can go in some sort of curved line, or the text can wrap around a shape. The first thing you'll need to use is the pen tool. Now, the pen tool is right below our text tool, and it actually looks like what an old-fashioned pen looked like back when you had to dip it in the ink in order to use it. It's right here. This is the pen tool. And when you use the pen tool, the first thing you need to do is check this drop down in the tool settings bar. Often when you first select it, it will be set to shape. You need to make sure that it is set to path. Again, the pen tool needs to be set to path for this to work. When you draw with the pen tool, it's pretty simple. You start by just clicking, and it will create a blue dot on your page. When you click again, you'll see a blue line connecting those 2 points. If you click and hold down on your mouse, so don't let go yet. If you hold and drag, you will see that the line will curve, and I can, as long as I'm holding down on my mouse, I can drag around to adjust it. Now, if I click again, the curve will continue. And I can keep playing and adjusting my curve. As long as I hold down on my mouse, I can see I'm still pressing down the left button on my mouse. I can continue to drag around my line and make these curves. Once I am happy with my line, I can then move on to my text tool. So I'll click on that T in my toolbox, and then I will click on the blue line that I've drawn. Make sure you click directly on that line. And you can see that when I type, so I'm going to type my name again. We can see that the text follows that line. Now, sometimes it looks a little bit messy, like we can see here, this I slamming into the W doesn't look good. That has to do with how the line curves. It can be hard to fix, but sometimes if you just adjust your text to be smaller, it can look a little better. So there we go. That actually made it worse in this case. So sometimes you take a couple tries until you get it right. But this is the general idea. Now, if you want your text to go in a shape, like if you want text to wrap around a circle, what you are going to do is go to the bottom of your toolbox, and you're probably going to see a rectangle there. If you right-click on the rectangle, you can see that there is a rectangle, an ellipse, which is a circle. You can see line, parametric shapes, which are like geometric shapes. And then you can see custom shapes. So if I want my text to go in a circle, I'll click on the ellipse. And once again, I need to make sure that it is set to path, not shape. It has to be on path. If I want it to be a perfect circle, all I need to do is hold down on Shift before I click and drag. If I do not hold Shift, it will not work. Once I've drawn my circle, I can go back to my text tool, and I think I'm going to make it a bit smaller. And I'm going to click on that blue line, Make sure you click directly on the blue line or it won't work. I'm going to type my name again. So it's not wrapping, which means I didn't do it right. So if that happens to you, and it probably will because it's a little tricky, I'm going to click on my text tool again, and I'm going to click on that blue line. And there we go. This time I can tell that I did it right. I'm going to type my name. And we can see that my text is wrapping around the edge of the circle. And it can go all the way around. But once you are out of space, you're out of space. So I wouldn't be able to fit my name a third time here. And this also can work with other shapes. So I can do that with a rectangle or a parametric shape, which is, it's just a hexagon in this case. Again, path, click and drag. And then I can also do that with custom shapes. To change the shape, you just need to click on this drop down in the tool settings bar towards the right. There are loads and loads of shapes for you to choose from. Remember that sometimes the text will run into each other, so I would stick to the simpler shapes for this. That's it for this video.